This alternate story would essentially begin 5 years after the Tournament of Power. But what an absolutely overwhelming power, truly, indeed. Kakaroto, insect, don't even think about dying.
You two will be the last.
Goku and Vegeta were being absolutely, completely defeated. We're finished. I'm gonna go. I think this is our end. Goku and Vegeta were fighting against the reincarnation of Zeno-sama. Months before this battle, Zeno-sama had turned into a completely evil being, destroying absolutely all the gods, the angels, and the remaining universes. The only and last living beings would be Goku and Vegeta. The king of all was about to eliminate both Saiyans when something unexpected happened. Goku transformed into his most powerful form, the Trina Egoista Perfecta Facilus. He had spent 5 years trying to master it, reaching the level of an angel. Even with all this power, I don't think I can beat him. The only thing left for me is to grab Vegeta and escape to another dimension. If not, this guy will kill us. Goku quickly teleports in front of Vegeta, then grabs him and opens a portal.
You won't escape.
The god would unleash all his power to attack Goku and Vegeta at the same time, but Goku would quickly enter the portal, sending them to another dimension. Goku and Vegeta had landed in another dimension. They were both completely unconscious. Hey man, did you feel that power?
Of course, Champa-sama. Those are two powers containing divine energy.
Then let's go. Check it out. Those two beings could be a threat to my universe. So the god and his angel arrived at the area where Goku and Vegeta had fallen. However, there was no trace of the two Saiyans. Hey, you two, wake up. Goku and Vegeta would wake up, and they were both very surprised. Huh. But that's... Raditz, but what are you doing here? What are you talking about? And how do you know my name? But how are you still alive? It seems like they hit their heads. I don't know you two. Of course, we're in another dimension. Obviously, he doesn't know us. Vegeta, dimension? I don't know what nonsense you're talking about. But you should be
grateful to me. I just saved your lives. But what are you talking about? If that so-called God Champa or whatever had caught you, he definitely would have annihilated you. But Lord Champa he's a good god. Of course not. Now you tell me, where did you come from? Kakarot and I come from another dimension.
That's right. We were defeated by the reincarnation of Zeno-sama.
He killed our families, destroyed planet Earth, destroyed the universes. He destroyed the gods. That's too bad for you. Do you really think I'm going to believe that story? Let's see. I'll check if you're really as strong as you say. Attack me. Are you sure you want both of us to attack you at the same time? I have no problem with that. I said, attack at the same time. Alright then. Step aside, Kakarot. I'll finish off this insect. Don't even think about getting involved in the fight. Well, let's see how strong you are, Raditz.
In the blink of an eye, Vegeta transforms into Super Saiyan 2.
Interesting. So you're a Saiyan too?
And he immediately changes appearance. However, the Saiyan dodges every one of the Prince of Saiyan's attacks. In the blink of an eye, Raditz appears behind Vegeta, driving his fist into his stomach and sending the place crashing to the ground.
Impressive. He's incredibly fast. Don't think this is over. Insect.
Vegeta said, then tried to transform into Super Saiyan Blue. However, he couldn't.
But what the hell? Seriously? Is that all you've got? What happened to you, Vegeta? What the hell is happening to me? I can't transform, really. Is that all you had? Of course not. Now it's your turn to fight me. But first, I want to know where we are. You landed on the planet of the God Champa. But now you're on the planet of the Saiyans. What? What are you talking about? I'll explain it to you later. Now fight with all your power.
Goku closed his eyes, beginning to gather a great amount of divine energy.
But if this is the key of the gods, his power keeps increasing even more.
In an instant, Goku shifts into God form, leaving Raditz completely stunned.
What kind of transformation is that? I've never seen a transformation like that. This is Super Saiyan God. I hope you put up a good fight. Now transform and use all your power. Transformations. I don't have any transformations. However, I can easily increase my power.
Raditz said this, then pulled out a fruit and ate it. The Saiyan began to increase his power dramatically.
Alright, it's time to fight with everything we've got.
Both Saiyans charged at each other. Goku threw powerful punches, which Raditz countered, landing blows to Goku's face, and they began exchanging multiple attacks. The fight was very evenly matched, until Goku used a technique with his fingers, firing a powerful beam at Raditz's chest, knocking him to the ground. You're strong, but it seems like you still need more training.
In this dimension, Raditz is strong. He's on the same level as Kakarot's Super Saiyan God form. If he trains more, he could become someone truly formidable.
Damn, I didn't think you were this strong. You're strong too. Honestly, you really surprised me. I didn't think you'd reach this level. Although, come to think of it, I've only used 30% of my power.
What? 30%?
That's right. Apparently, when Vegeta and I went through that portal, we lost most of our power. But if we train, we can recover the power we lost.
These guys are someone to be feared. They're really strong. Hey, your name was Kakarot, right? And the other one was Vegeta. Both of you are willing to join the Saiyans to defeat the gods. So the Saiyan race is fighting against the gods. If that's the case, Kakarot and I will join you in sec. But I want to know why you're going up against the gods, when your power level is so low. Good question. We Saiyans have already taken down 7 gods of destruction. 7 gods? Are the gods really that weak? Really, truly, after all?
Raditz was about to say something when suddenly everyone felt an immense power approaching at great speed.
It can't be. We have to get out of here fast.
Raditz said when suddenly...
What? What power are you talking about? It's impossible.
Well, now, let's just see. Look at what I found here, Saiyans.
But what the hell is this guy? He has an overwhelming power. Echi's power goes beyond my limits. We're doomed. He's the most powerful god.
Don't even think about escaping. You won't be able to. You are doomed to die.
The 3 Saiyans were shocked, and they tried to escape. Grab onto me, now. Goku was about to escape using instant transmission, but the god moved his hands, leaving Goku on the brink of death in the blink of an eye.
Kakarot.
Vegeta transforms into Super Saiyan God. Vegeta, using all his powers, throws a super punch. However, the god wouldn't even move from his spot. The deity would stare intently at Vegeta. His eyes made Vegeta tremble with fear. At that moment, the god used his eyes, forcing Vegeta back into his Super Saiyan form. With just a look, the deity drastically reduced Vegeta's power.
What just happened?
The power of God Madara's eyes was simply mind-blowing and unimaginable. In the blink of an eye, the god appears, grabbing Vegeta by the neck.
Pathetic scum. You Saiyans have really worn out my patience. Right now, I'll kill you here. Then I'll go after the rest of the Saiyans and destroy your insignificant planet,
said the god as he choked Vegeta. Meanwhile, Goku was trying to get back up. He could barely move. With just a glance, the god made Goku take millions of hits in a single second. The Saiyan collapsed to the ground without any resistance.
But that's impossible. Vegeta, don't die.
On the other hand, Vegeta tried to break free from the god.
Insect, let me go, please. Right now.
At that moment, the god pierces Vegeta's stomach, throwing the pieces of the Saiyans to the ground.
Vegeta.
Well, now there are only 2 Saiyans left.
Suddenly, Vegeta will get up, severely wounded.
No, Vegeta. Don't get up anymore. Run away. Insect, did you really think you could defeat me that easily?
Well, actually, interesting, you're still alive.
At that moment, Vegeta would charge in with all his power. However, he would receive hundreds of blows from the god, being completely humiliated and tortured.
Hey Vegeta, but what are you doing? Don't go on, just run away.
At that moment, Raditz would appear in front of Goku, grabbing him.
No, Raditz, ¿qué crees que haces? What? Can't you see? Your friend Vegeta is sacrificing himself. He's buying us time so we can escape. No, we have to go help Vegeta. He can't die. I'm sorry, Kakarot, but your friend Vegeta is already dead. It's impossible to defeat that god.
At that moment, Raditz grabs Goku and starts to leave.
No, wait. We have to save Vegeta. I'm sorry, Kakarot. This time I won't go with you. You've always been a powerful insect. but also a great friend.
Alright, it's time for you to die.
Kakarot, the next time we meet, I hope we have a great fight, and that you've grown stronger. Goodbye, Kakarot.
A massive explosion would be created.
Alright, we're far away from him. That guy really is very strong. We have to leave this planet. We don't have time. Let's gather the Saiyans and get out of here. Kakarot, are you listening to me?
Vegeta didn't have to die. That bastard.
Stay calm, Kakarot.
I'm going to avenge Vegeta's death. I'll also kill that damn Sanskrit, I swear. I will avenge him.
Goku was filled with rage and helplessness at not being able to do anything. Meanwhile, on one side the deity was gathering an enormous power to destroy the Saiyan's planet, but would receive a call.
Madara, come here immediately. Now, what the hell is going on?
Thus, the god would disappear, leaving the planet.
Well, it looks like he's gone. We have to gather all the Saiyans we can and get out of here.
Suddenly, behind Goku and Bardock, two Saiyans would appear.
Well, if it isn't you two, what are you doing here? Well, it's Caulifla and Kale.
Who is he? And how do you know my name? Reddit would go on to explain everything to Caulifla and Kale, leaving them very surprised. However, Caulifla would shock both Saiyans even more by saying, all the Saiyans have returned to this planet since we have defeated absolutely all the gods. We only have one god left to defeat, the one who escaped from you two. What? You defeated all the gods? That's impossible.
Perfect. We, the Saiyan race, are the most powerful beings. However, then we'll have to train diligently and thoroughly prepare ourselves in order to defeat him.
What? Train? But we Saiyans, well, we honestly don't really need any sort of training at all, right, Raditz?
You're right. However, that god is very powerful. It's impossible to defeat him with our current power.
Meanwhile, Goku had his eyes closed, waiting for something.
But what is he doing?
Finally, I did it. Surprisingly, Goku had activated his blue form.
What is that transformation?
Wow, so my powers didn't disappear, they're just being held back. With time, I'll release and gain even more power. But the question is, how many more days will I have to wait before I can use Ultra Instinct? The Saiyan wondered to himself, while the others were very surprised. Kakarot, what is that? This is the Super Saiyan Blue transformation. But even so, with this power, we still won't be able to defeat that god. At that moment, Caulifla said, hey, you're really strong. Could you train all the Saiyans?
Of course. I'll make all the Saiyans stronger so we can defeat that god.
Then let's not wait any longer and go. Time is limited?
Así que Auliepe, junto a Kel, reunirían a todos los Saiyajines. Goku was amazed by the large number of Saiyans on the planet. So, he set out to train each one of these Saiyans. While, on the other hand, the god had encountered the reincarnation of Zeno-sama. Tell me what it is that you want.
¿Dónde se encuentra Sonoku?
It's been several days since I last saw him. Take me to where he is immediately.
Said the god, while on the other side. Alright, most of them are ready to fight now. However, we still need a bit more training.
Kakarot, what about you? Are you ready?
I've already recovered most of my powers, so I think I'm ready.
Thank you very much, Goku. Thanks to you, we're stronger now. With this power, we'll definitely defeat that god easily.
Of course, even if he's very strong, he doesn't stand a chance against us, on his own.
Victory is ours.
At that moment, Goku hugs both Saiyans, making them blush. Don't get nervous during your training. And the training of all the Saiyans is more than enough to defeat him.
Mr. Goku, thank you so much. Without you, we wouldn't have gained this power. You deserve something, Goku.
Caulifla and Kale would have given Goku a kiss.
Don't get the wrong idea. This was just a thank you. That's the truth. We're just thanking you for everything you've done.
Honestly, it was nothing, said Goku, when suddenly, they're here. They've arrived.
Saiyans, get ready. This will be the final battle.
Suddenly, behind everyone, the god would appear. However, he wasn't alone, someone was with him. But what's he doing here? It can't be, said Goku, very surprised.
Get ready, Saiyans. ¿Quién es el otro sujeto? No siento su poder. Decía Raditz algo sorpresivo.
This can't be happening. I never thought he would come here.
What's wrong, Kakarot? Why are you so surprised?
The other one is way stronger. Much stronger than the god we are currently facing right now, shouted Goku with a sense of urgency and concern.
But what are you saying, Kakarot? If what you're saying is true, then it's impossible to defeat them, said Raditz, lowering his head.
I'll take care of the Dark One. You guys defeat the god? At that moment, Goku appears in front of the reincarnation of Zeno-sama. What are you doing here? Why? Do you keep getting in my way, Hasan? And did they give you a piece of water? I swear I'll kill you, shouted Goku, transforming into Super Saiyan Blue Phase 2, leaving Koto and all the Saiyans, even the god, in shock.
Pero ¿cómo es que el motor se pudiera en tanto tiempo?
Suddenly the god Madara takes a direct hit to the face from Raditz.
You'd better be ready, because we're going to finish. And that's what I believe,
said the god, beginning to unleash an immense power, frightening all the Saiyans.
Is that his true power?
Said Raditz, very surprised. The Saiyans, with all their might, attack Madara. The god, using the power of his eyes, would precisely dodge every blow, counter-attacking and launching multiple attacks that would take out most of the Saiyans. Damn it, I never thought he'd be this strong. Raditz raises his ki and immediately appears behind the god, launching a powerful attack. But the god uses his eyes to send Raditz's attack to another dimension. What the hell did he just do to it? The deity attacks Raditz, but Caulifla lands a kick on him in her Super Saiyan 2 form. Hey, Raditz, unleash all your power. We have to finish him quickly before more Saiyans die, Caulifla said. You're right. Raditz replied and closed his eyes and activated Divine Ki, making the entire planet tremble. The Saiyan began to unleash his power. He was then surrounded by a dark aura. Raditz, together with Caulifla, attacked the deity at the same time. Meanwhile, Goku was fighting against the reincarnation of Zeno-sama. They were destroying everything around them. Goku unleashed a Super Kamehameha at full power, but the entity with the eyes sent Goku's attack to another dimension, surprising the Saiyan. Goku launched an attack, but the king of all was already behind him, driving a fist into Goku's stomach, piercing through him. Kakarot! No, Goku. Raditz and Caulifla shouted. Damn, he was so fast I couldn't even sense it. Goku was coughing up blood. All your fault? Stop trying to kill Son Goku and it will be less painful. I won't let you kill me. Not until I can turn you to ashes. Goku would have entered perfect Ultra Instinct. Once you raise your power, you don't stand a chance against me, Saiyan. I'll kill you no matter what. In the blink of an eye, Goku teleports in front of the entity, landing hundreds of thousands of blows, which the reincarnation of Zeno-sama manages to dodge, though with some difficulty. Meanwhile, on the other side, Raditz and Caulifla were giving the god Madara a hard time. Wretched weaklings, how dare you lay a hand on a deity like me? Madara began to increase the power of his eye, to the point where, with just a glance, he unleashed millions of blows at once on both Saiyans, leaving them severely injured. This guy is really powerful, said Raditz, who was on the ground, somewhat wounded. Madara immediately appears in front of Raditz, grabbing his head and stabbing a sword into his stomach, causing Raditz to scream in pain. Caulifla grita para lanzar un golpe al dios, pero Madara crea una barrera, haciendo que nadie pueda entrar en ella. The time has come for you to die, Saiyan. With his eye, Madara summons a gigantic sword to kill Raditz. Goku, watching this from afar, quickly goes to help him, but in front of him, the reincarnation of Zeno-sama appears. Where do you think you're going? You fight with me. Desperate, Goku shouts, "Get out of my way," and in an instant, he lands a direct punch to the entity's face, knocking him to the ground, somewhat hurt. Goku would strike the barrier where Madara and Raditz were inside. However, he couldn't break through this barrier. Die, Saiyan. God Madara was about to kill Raditz, but he was suddenly pierced through. But what the hell? He was pierced because Goku had stabbed him with an energy ball, making a hole in Madara's stomach. What is this? Goku steps in front of Raditz. I'll take care of him, Raditz. Gather all the Saiyans and get out of here. You're just in the way. Raditz is stunned by Goku's attitude. Forgive me, Kakarot, for being so weak. Madara, furious, tries to attack, but Goku's speed was simply incredible. Goku appears with his hand on his face saying, "Be grateful that your death won't be painful. I will avenge Vegeta's death." Goku would say, Hyper Hack has increased 40-fold. But what the hell? Said the god, badly wounded, before slowly being pulverized. Impossible, impossible. Madara tried to do something, but it was already too late. He would be completely pulverized. All the Saiyans were shocked to see Goku's power. Suddenly, the reincarnation of Zeno-sama creates many portals, launching thousands of attacks at the Saiyan. Goku tries to dodge them, but it's useless as she takes all the attacks from Zeno-sama's reincarnation. Damn it. Goku was getting up in his perfected Ultra Instinct form, badly injured. At that moment, the deity began to massacre the Saiyan. Unable to defend himself, Goku was completely beaten from all sides. Until, in a split second, he was struck in all of his vital points, causing the Saiyan to lose his transformation and collapse to the ground, utterly defeated. "No, Kakarot," said Raditz, rushing to help Goku. But with a snap of his fingers, the deity made Raditz disappear, leaving everyone absolutely stunned. Raditz. He slowly began to get up. Meanwhile, Kale was hiding nearby. Seeing Kale, Goku shouted, "No, Kale, don't come any closer or you'll die." However, Kale doesn't listen to Goku and steps in front of the reincarnation of Zeno-sama. The god was about to make Kale disappear, but the Saiyan raises her hand, shouting, "Dimensions of the..." She sends the entity to another dimension, leaving Goku and the others in shock. What? But what was that? Said Goku, lying on the ground. Kale, after using all her power in that technique, collapses unconscious to the ground. Caulifla rushes to help both of them. However, the god would reappear in front of everyone within seconds, launching a super sphere filled with dark energy. "No, damn it," said Goku. Then pushed Caulifla and Kale away, taking the attack himself and being seriously injured. Goku tried to get up, but above him appeared the reincarnation of Zeno-sama. "The time has come for you to die, Son Goku." Lying on the ground, Goku began to feel desperation and utter helplessness. "Damn it, I'm a fraud. I couldn't save my friends, my family, not even someone I just met. I'm too weak. You, damn you took everything I had from me." Lightning began to crackle around Goku, forcing the entity to back away. Goku slowly got to his feet, clenching his fists as blood dripped from him. "I swear I'll never forgive you for what you did. You almost set them going to pay for it sooner or later." The multiverse trembled as hundreds of portals appeared. Goku had achieved a new transformation. "I swear, for my friends, I'm going to annihilate you." Goku had attained universal Ultra Instinct. His appearance didn't change, but his power was overwhelming. But what is that? It's incredible. I feel my body trembling. All the Saiyans were stunned, because Goku's power caused the gravity to increase. Goku landed hundreds of kicks to his punch in 1,000 per second, yet he didn't lose a second flight. This is impossible. I am unbearable. Suddenly, Goku, without wasting any time, launches an energy ball with a large portion of his power, disintegrating the deity's arm. But what is happening? The powerful entity, extremely angry, begins to unleash all its power. But Goku uses a technique to trap it in a bubble, then charges up a Hyper Super Kamehameha with all his strength. "Don't think you'll defeat it," said the entity, furious, using 100% of its power and shattering the entire battlefield. La magnitud del poder de ambos hace que el planeta se destruyera poco a poco.
¡Yo nunca te lo perdonaré, maldito!
The deity charges up the attack, so both of them at the same time unleash their attack with all their power. When this collided, they would create numerous dimensional rings. Impossible. Goku breaks through all his limits. and thus the reincarnation of Zeno-sama is completely destroyed and disintegrated, causing a massive explosion that wipes out all the surrounding planets and spreads throughout the universe. After the dust settles, Goku can be seen falling to the ground. Caulifla runs over to him. "No, Goku. Hang in there, please." At that moment, a Saiyan doctor approaches to check on Goku. However, with a sad expression, he says, "I'm sorry, but his body is completely destroyed. He doesn't have much time left." Caulifla is left Goku smiling. "At least I was able to defeat him." "No, Goku, you have to leave. You can't die like this. You're the strongest one here." "I'm sorry, Caulifla, but I've reached my limit. But I've already avenged the death of my friends." Caulifla bursts into tears, while on the other side, Kale wakes up and sees Goku completely destroyed. "No, Mr. Goku, hold on. Please, don't leave us alone. He can't be saved." Kale is shocked when she hears that. "Don't worry. I was able to save you both and this beautiful planet." Kale and Caulifla hug Goku. "If only the Dragon Balls existed, I could bring my friends back to life." Those were Goku's last words before he died. Caulifla and Kale are left in shock. Meanwhile, all the Saiyans who fought kneel before Goku as the one who saved the planet, and also in mourning for the hundreds of Saiyans who died. At that moment, Caulifla and Kale would remember Goku's last words, then suddenly disappear and return within minutes. When they returned, they had some Super Dragon Balls in their hands. "I hope this works. That's all I'm asking for." Caulifla said with a smile and a lot of hope, then shouted, "Come out, dragon." A Super Dragon then appeared, saying, "Well, so it's you two again? I warn you, I will grant you the last 4 wishes, and after that, you will never be able to summon me again." Caulifla and Kale were very happy. "Tell me, what are your wishes?" "I want you to bring back to life, right here, everyone who was killed by the god of destruction, Mada." "That's easy to grant," said the dragon. And then all the Saiyans appeared. "What is your next wish?" "I want you to bring everyone back to life." "Wait, Caulifla, we have to ask for Goku to be revived, since he wasn't killed by that dark being. Goku died because he surpassed his limits. That's true, he died on his own." "Alright then, bring Goku back to life." Suddenly, Goku would open his eyes in surprise. "What? What happened?" "Caulifla, what? But, oh, I get it now. Although, there were also Dragon Balls here. Tell me, what is your final wish?" "Right, my last wish is, wait, Caulifla." "But what's wrong, Goku?" "Could you let me have this wish, Caulifla?" "But Goku, we have to bring Raditz back to life. I know that. Please, let me make a wish." Caulifla and Kale agree. So, Goku happily shouts, "I want you to revive and bring here everyone who died at the hand of the reincarnation of Zeno-sama. I only have enough power to revive mortals." "That's fine," said Goku, when suddenly the dragon disappears. While on the other hand, Goku, very happy, shouts, "Friends." All of Goku's friends would have been revived, left in shock. "What? But what is this?" So he made that wish to bring Raditz and his friends back to life. We hadn't thought of that. But yes, it's Goku. Everyone would reunite with Goku once again. The Saiyan would tell them everything that happened, leaving everyone saddened by Vegeta's death. Caulifla would shout, "Let's celebrate this great victory." Let's see, Goku would introduce Caulifla and Kale to his friends. He would also introduce Raditz, and he would tell them that Raditz in this dimension was good. Everyone would be at a great banquet when... Suddenly, Goku stands up with a smile. "I knew it." Everyone looks at Goku. "What's wrong, Dad?" Goku smiling. "I knew Vegeta wouldn't die so easily.